Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Prescott looks to throw on first. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target land. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 47 yards.
10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run. This is Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Dallas.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striking down the 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's on its intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Chiefs returning players will get the football in very good field position late in this first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to
CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just have the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
the kickoff for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Dallas time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Breaks their line. The kickoff for Dallas.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both side searching for adjustments. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run again with Hunt. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the draw play, Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He can run for it, and he will. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Prescott on 1st down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken in, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
2 yards on the pickup.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This is Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. On
3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Dallas.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try. Ezekiel
time, baby.
Take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Dad one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
13 brings up 3rd and less.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
13.
That's taken in by Callaway. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chinoy with a pick. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Letting one fly deep for Cook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. People call it dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
At the 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Dallas, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-0